Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your girl, Becky D, with Becky D in the morning. 5 days a week at 7 a.m. You guys, we made it to another Flashback Friday. Let's tune in. We are repeating history. And I know I've talked about repeating history before, but we are repeating history and we are allowing it to keep going on and happening because we refuse and neglect one thing, which is going to vote, okay? We mute ourselves a lot of times, and we have to remember that. So I know South Carolina, you guys, yours on the 9th. Can't remember all the other dates off the top of my head, but I remember South Carolina because that's where I'm born, that's where I'm originated, and that's my permanent address. So, of course, I will be back in Sumter, South Carolina, okay, to do my duty of what I'm supposed to do, which is vote on the 9th. So that's why the 9th is so prominent in my head. But the other dates, I would definitely make sure that I go ahead and do that. And you guys, I can't make this up because, of course, I'm trying to take my show back on the road. So as I'm recording this right now, as I'm laying this track down for you guys, there's some politicians standing out by the road waving. That's all cute and that's all fine. But baby, what, you gonna wave the same way like you're doing right now when you get into whatever position that you're gonna be in? Or is that how that's gonna happen? I mean, that's things you need to ask. So there's things that everybody wants to see happen in their lifetime, things that they want to see done, their legislative, Congress, whatever the case may be. You have to go ahead and you have to find that voice. You have to find that channel, okay? You have to say, hey, what are you going to do to start the healing process for a virus that nobody has the cure for? Okay. Honestly, there's no exact, just like how they say the coronavirus did not have a cure. There is no cure for the amount of hatred in someone's heart. You can love someone to death and they'll still hate you just as much, okay? There's no cure for it. Because normally I would say love is a cure, love is a cure. There's no cure. When someone has a hate-filled agenda, it is stuck to them, it sticks with them, and that's all they want to do, okay? So, with that being said, I am here with a few encouraging words on how that can be changed, okay? How that can be changed. You can still continue to still live out your beliefs, your norms, and your values, okay? While understanding that this person has a hate agenda that was probably 1, taught to them, 2, taught to them, or 3, taught to them, and that they do not know how to change it and how to get out of it. So it is not you to try to change somebody. That was my biggest relationship advice to people who would ask me for it. They was like, oh, what do I do? And I try to tell them, you can't change anybody, okay? You really can't. You can try. But that's like me trying to go and change a dog into a cat. And everybody know that's not going to happen. But when a person is 9 times out of 10 set in their ways, when a person is who they are and genuinely okay with it and loving it, and that's all they crave to be and all they want to be, we as human beings cannot change that. So what happens when we can't change something that we want to change about somebody? We start degrading them and hurting them and doing things that, puts them down. And better yet, we start to kill them. We kill them off. Because there's something about you I can't change and it angers me. So, I'm going to take it back to the Bible really quick where it says, you can be angry but sin not, okay? You also have to remember that you have to be slow to speak, okay? Because a lot of times, that's why I took a break, y'all. I had to be slow to speak because a lot of times you're just ready to pop. You're ready to go. And not realizing that your words that you might be saying right now are not true words that you mean. It's not the words that you always feel. It's just words that are temporary. And then you have to go back and do 500 years of apologizing. And some people, they stand by their word, no matter what they said. But a lot of times you got to think about it, okay? So let's look at the eyes of a kid. Look at the eyes of a kid. So kid shows you a picture and you was like, man, that thing ugly. You gonna spend 500 years of that kid's life trying to correct that one statement when you glorified all their other paintings and drawings. It's not the good that people remembers. It's the bad that they remember the most. Okay? kind of cut from a different cloth. I kind of remember all of them, a good mixture. But it's not the bad it's not the good that sticks out to people. It's the bad. All right. So, what are you going to do? What are you going to do today? Are you going to listen to people and try to identify both sides of the argument? Best part about taking a speech class is that they show you how to argue. They say, hey, no, listen to both sides. Because the other side, honestly, especially if you're in a political office, they may give you the answers you